Have you ever imagined what it would be like to live on a farm valued at $15 million? What if I told you that singer Dolly Parton not only has one, but she shows it off with all her charm? How does such an iconic person invest his money and time in something so great? Get ready to discover the secrets of Dolly's farm, a world of luxury, history, and passion. Let's travel through this universe that will leave you wanting to be part of this reality. Hello, my name is Juninho Melo, and welcome to the channel Celebrity Farm. If you love inspiring stories about big names and their empires, you'll love what's coming next. Before continuing, subscribe, like, and share this video with your friends. And to show that you are also ready to achieve your goals, write in the comments, "I really admire the life and farm of singer Dolly Parton." Let's go on this journey together. Dolly Parton, the star who conquered the stage with her unique voice and infectious charisma, is not just a music icon. She is also a successful businesswoman, and one of her greatest achievements is not just related to the world of shows, but rather to a large property, her farm, valued at $15 million. But how does such a giant personality invest his time and money in this piece of paradise? Imagine an immense space full of natural beauty, where Dolly Parton connects with her history and roots. With over 12,500 acres of land, his farm is not only a resting place but also a symbol of his legacy. What began as a personal retreat has transformed into one of the entertainment industry's most iconic properties. Every corner has a story to tell. But what makes this farm so special? Dolly has always said that her homeland reflects what she believes in life: hard work, passion, and valuing simple things. Since purchasing it, she has invested in keeping the place as natural as possible, preserving local biodiversity and the region's rural culture. The farm is equipped with several facilities, including stables, sheds, and leisure areas that demonstrate how the singer manages to balance luxury and simplicity. Have you ever stopped to think about how such a famous person uses his wealth for more than just fame? Dolly is a perfect example of how being successful can include caring for your roots and your environment. The property is more than a farm. It is a symbol of your love for nature, work, and your family roots. She keeps the country culture and her connection to her hometown of Pigeon Forge, Tennessee alive. But in addition to being a physical asset, Dolly's farm also has enormous emotional value. It's the place where she finds peace, away from the hustle and bustle of Hollywood. And this is something that the singer has always highlighted. Her farm represents the perfect balance between work and rest. Can you imagine yourself in Dolly's place? How would you use your wealth and fame to invest in something so great? That's the point. When you think about success, it's not just about accumulating assets, but also about what you choose to do with what you've achieved. Each of Dolly's choices over the years reflects a life philosophy of valuing her roots, nature, and tranquility. But the story of Dolly Parton and her farm goes beyond numbers and statistics. The farm is an extension of her personality, a reflection of the work and passion she puts into everything she does. This leads us to reflect. What are we doing today to invest in our future and in the things that really matter to us? Do you also have a dream of building something so grand? Dolly Parton's farm isn't just a physical place, it's a reminder that anything is possible with work, passion, and focus on what really matters. And you, what do you think about this lifestyle? Have you started thinking about your own legacy? Comment below what you think about this way of living and being inspired. Stay with me. because in the next block we will explore even more details about this incredible farm, its characteristics, and the impact it has on Dolly Parton's life and her legacy. Now that we've begun to understand the context of Dolly Parton's farm, let's dive into details that show how much this place goes beyond a simple rural property. What Dolly did with her farm goes far beyond purchasing land. She built a legacy, a space that reflects her values and her history. Dolly's farm is a reflection of her love for all that nature has to offer. But what does she really represent for the singer? Firstly, it is important to note that Dolly has always made a point of preserving the local ecosystem. In a world where urbanization is growing rapidly, the singer stands out by valuing the countryside. The preservation of fauna and flora, the encouragement of organic cultivation, and respect for the soil are pillars of this property. It's not difficult to notice that Dolly's work has a strong connection with the countryside and the simplicity of rural life. In several of her songs, she references her simple way of life and her love for the land. His connection to the farm and the countryside also serves as a metaphor for his own journey. Just as she takes care of the land, Dolly takes care of her career, always maintaining a link with her origins. In interviews, she has mentioned how life in the countryside inspires her in her artistic work. It is in the silence of the farm that Dolly finds peace to compose her most emotional songs. In an environment where nature predominates, your mind opens to new creations and your spirit strengthens. The farm is not just a physical place, it is a space for renewal for the mind and heart. The greatness of Dolly's farm also lies in how she manages to balance luxury with the simplicity of country life. One of the most impressive areas of the property is its main house, a large mansion that reflects Dolly's eclectic style with sophisticated furniture but cozy, rustic touches. She knew how to integrate elements of rural life with the glamour of a global celebrity. However, more than luxury, the value of the farm lies in the little things. Dolly is a woman of simple habits and likes to grow her own food, take care of the animals, and even fish in the lakes on the property. These details make your farm a genuine and authentic place, a true extension of your personality. As much as the farm has significant economic value, its true impact lies in the emotional value it has for Dolly. The countryside is a refuge, where she can just be an ordinary woman, away from the spotlight and the responsibilities of fame. The farm serves as therapy for the singer, allowing her to recharge her energy and find inspiration for her next steps. Furthermore, the farm has a deep meaning in his personal life. She spent much of her childhood in a rural area, and the property she now owns connects her to her roots. Thus, more than a place of rest, the farm became a place of remembrance and tribute to his parents and their journey to the top of the music world. A place of peace and simplicity can be the key to our mental and emotional balance. The story of Dolly Parton and her farm teaches us that true luxury is not just in what we can buy, but in the experiences and values we build over time. Now, stop and reflect. What is your refuge? What have you done to ensure that your life is not only successful, but also peaceful and balanced? This is a point that many forget when chasing their achievements. It is important to remember that true success is the one that brings peace to your soul. Now that we've explored the most obvious features of Dolly Parton's farm, let's dive a little deeper and understand some of the nuances that make this property truly unique. What does it represent beyond a simple $1 million acquisition? Dolly's farm is not just a large tract of land, but a true manifestation of her entrepreneurial spirit, her connection to nature, and the cultural legacy she represents. Dolly Parton has always been an advocate for her roots and rural culture, and her farm is a clear reflection of that. The property is more than a private space. It also represents a symbol of preserving the culture of the rural United States, particularly Tennessee, where Dolly grew up. The singer has always been an advocate of the importance of keeping rural culture alive, and her farm is a tribute to that. It preserves the traditional architecture, simple life, and even the ancient ways of farming that were part of your childhood. In an interview, Dolly revealed that she has a deep love for the simple country life, something she learned from her parents. She says that although fame led to a life full of luxury, she never lost respect for rural people and the hard work that these communities do. His farm, with its rustic and careful style, is a way of keeping this tradition alive and visible to the world, showing how simplicity and respect for nature can be equally valuable in a world so focused on consumption and luxury. An often overlooked aspect is Dolly's environmental awareness, which is directly reflected in the way she manages her farm. In a world increasingly concerned with environmental issues, Dolly stands out as a businesswoman who seeks ways to preserve nature while reaping the fruits of her work. Dolly's farm is not just a place of leisure or a luxury investment. It is an area that is cared for with a strong commitment to sustainability. The singer uses agricultural practices that respect local biodiversity and ensures that her animals and crops live in harmony with the ecosystem around them. For her, land is not just a source of wealth, but a gift that must be preserved for future generations. Furthermore, Dolly Parton's farm has a special meaning when we think about family legacy. Dolly has always made a point of sharing her values with her family, and this property is a uniting point for the Partons. The land she purchased is not just for her leisure, but to connect with her loved ones and keep alive the traditions she learned from her parents. Dolly Parton hasn't just built an extraordinary career, she also created a solid foundation for her future generations. Your farm is a legacy, an inheritance that you will pass on to your children, grandchildren, and whoever else has the opportunity to experience it. For her, the value of the farm is not in the price, but in the impact it will have on future generations who will learn to value hard work, nature, and a simple life. All of this leads us to reflect on what success and happiness really mean. Many associate these words with money, fame, and recognition. But looking at Dolly Parton's life, we see that the true meaning of success goes beyond that. Your farm is a clear example that success is about finding balance, respecting your origins, and above all, taking care of what is important. For Dolly, success is having a refuge where she can be herself, away from the spotlight, and share moments with her family and those she loves most. This teaches us that success can be something very personal and unique. It's not about following other people's standards, but about living according to your own values and seeking what really brings happiness to your life. And you, what do you think true success is? Have you ever thought about how your values can shape your path and your happiness? The story of Dolly Parton and her farm challenges us to think about how we can build a legacy that is meaningful to us and to those who come after us. Now that we've explored Dolly Parton's farm in depth, its roots, the cultural impact and emotional significance it has for the singer, let's recap the main points that make this place so special and valuable. Dolly Parton's farm is not just a luxury property, but a faithful representation of the values she carries throughout her life. Since her childhood in rural Tennessee, Dolly has always had a deep connection to the land and the simple country life. His farm reflects this, being a symbol of hard work, love for nature, and respect for its origins. It is not just a place for rest or leisure, but also a space that honors your roots and reflects your journey of personal and professional success. The way Dolly manages her farm with sustainable and conscious practices also shows the businesswoman and visionary side that she is. By investing in preserving the environment and building a family legacy, she proves that true wealth is not just in material goods, but in what we can leave for future generations. Her farm is a refuge, but also a testament to her commitment to nature, to her family, and to the legacy she wants to build. Furthermore, the emotional impact this place has on Dolly is something that cannot be ignored. The farm is where she finds peace, renewal, and inspiration to continue her career. Amid the hustle and bustle of his celebrity life, the countryside is his place of balance and serenity. It is in the silence of nature that Dolly manages to reconnect with herself, something that many of us need amid the chaos of the modern world. And what can we learn from the story of Dolly Parton's farm? The story of Dolly Parton and her farm teaches us a powerful lesson. True success is not just in what we can achieve, but in what we choose to do with what we have. Dolly's farm is a reflection of her love for the simple life, hard work, and preserving what's important. She shows us that true success is that which allows us to maintain a genuine connection with our origins, our values, and our happiness. Ask yourself, what are you building for your future? What is more important to you, accumulating material wealth or creating a legacy of lasting values and meaningful experiences? Dolly Parton's example challenges us to think about the long-term impact of our actions and to seek balance in all areas of our lives. Now, it's your turn to reflect. With everything we've seen, how do you apply these principles to your own path? How are you building your legacy? Dolly Parton's farm is more than just an estate. It's a message that success and happiness can be found in the simple things and respect for who we are and where we come from. If you've made it this far, congratulations. You're a person who values what really matters in life. Now, if you like this content, be sure to watch 2 other videos recommended on the final screen. They will inspire you even more to follow your own path of success and balance. Before you go, comment below. I will build my own legacy with peace and purpose. This will show that you are ready to transform your life and connect with what is truly valuable. And for those of you who made it to the end, I congratulate you. You are persistent, and your journey to success has just begun. Comment now, I made it to the end. I'm persistent. I will win.